But coming up in a short while, we'll be looking at a career in physiotherapy, and joining us for that discussion is Dr. Hellen Myezwa. She is the HOD at the Department of Physiotherapy at WITS. So if you would like to be a physiotherapist, or you'd like to get more information on what physiotherapy is about, do stay tuned for that discussion. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Myezwa, and we'll get to you in a short while. As we usually do on Friday mornings, we showcase and inform you on various career fields. And this morning, we look at a career in physiotherapy. And joining us on that, for that discussion is Dr. Hellen Myezwa. She is the HOD at the WITS Physiotherapy Department. You at home can engage with us by calling us on 537-9333 or 9345. You can also leave your comments on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Good morning, Dr. Myezwa, and thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Just give us an overview as to what the study of physiotherapy entails.
Physiotherapy is a health sciences-based career which you can undertake through the university. In South Africa, there are 8 universities that offer physiotherapy. You need, of course, your matriculant pass in 5 subjects minimum, and science, maths and English are essential, and it takes 4 years to train as a physiotherapist, and all the universities offer an honors degree in physiotherapy.
So what do physiotherapists do on a daily basis, so to say?
Physiotherapists are health professionals, as I said, and they are involved in helping people who are ill, injured, or have disability. And they look particularly at their movement disorders and ensure that they are, rehabilitated back to normality and to full function.
So for someone who would consider a career in physiotherapy, what traits should an individual have in order to consider a career in physiotherapy? What characteristics should one have?
I think the first thing, like any health worker, is that you should be willing to help people and willing to get people to a level where they feel independent and feel that you are actually assisting people to get better.
And what are some of the career opportunities that you may find within a career or as a qualified physiotherapist?
There are varied a number of opportunities. Most people associate us with sport. That is one of the careers that you can go into, but there are about 5 different areas that you can get involved in, and that's neurology, where you treat conditions common. The most common one in South Africa is stroke and spinal cord injuries. You can get involved in respiratory and cardiopulmonary problems, which is things to do with the chest, and that you can work both in the private and public sector. You can also get involved in musculoskeletal, which is all your bones, your muscles, everything to do with that. You can get involved in public health and community management, as well as service delivery and also development issues.
When we look at the sports field, how often are there openings or vacancies available for physiotherapists when it comes to the sporting sector, especially now that we see there's the AFCON tournament that's taking place in the country? We see a lot of a big need for physiotherapists on that front. How often do vacancies open up for physiotherapists in the sports sector?
I think the vacancies are there in just about every area of sport. I think the problem is actually the availability of physiotherapists. The current statistics stand at 1 physiotherapist to 100,000 people. So there are not enough people to go around for the needs that they are. So there is still a big demand for physiotherapy.
All right. My colleague Nell is in our newsroom, and he's looking at our latest Facebook comments. It's over to you, Nell.
Thank you very much, Ayanda. Today we're talking about a career in physiotherapy, and we've got Zipiwa there in our Facebook page who's asking what qualifications must one have to study physiotherapy, and how good are jobs opportunities after finishing this course. And then Valentine is saying physiotherapy, can it be of use to people in the rural areas? That's a question. And Stormy is saying that I've never heard about that physiotherapy before, so I'll be watching the show to find more information about it. Myezwa is saying, how is physiotherapy different from a psychiatrist? And then Dilwani is saying that what subject you have to do and how long it takes to finish the course. So those are some of the questions from our Facebook page. Over to you, Ayanda.
Thank you. Now we also have a caller on the line, Lerato from Alwal North. What is your question or comment, and good morning? Lerato, please turn down your TV. It's giving us feedback.
Hello.
Hi, Lerato, we can hear you. What's your question or comment?
I want to be a physical therapist when I grow up.
All right.
Hi.
We can hear you. You can continue with your comment or your question.
So that I want to help people.
All right. All right. Thank you, dear. Dr. Myezwa, looking at some of our comments from our Facebook page, we had one question coming through asking what the difference is between psychiatry and physiotherapy. Please clarify.
Psychiatry is actually a branch of medicine which a doctor, once qualifying, can become a psychiatrist. But in the area of therapeutic sciences, our sister department, occupational therapy, are the ones who specialize in psychiatry. So it's a completely different postgraduate qualification that a health worker gets. In terms of physiotherapists, we tend not to work very intimately with psychiatry, although I do know that in the West there's a lot more physiotherapists that are involved in psychiatry because exercise has been proven to actually influence depression and conditions like that which you see in psychiatry.
And one of the other questions that came through was the study duration of the course and the subjects that need to be taken. I know you mentioned it earlier, but if you could just go over those again so our viewers can get clarity.
That's fine. I'll answer the question in two aspects. One, to say in general, and then I'll give you some information for Wits Physiotherapy, Wits University. You need 5 subjects. The essential ones are English, maths, and physical science, or life sciences are also considered. And for Wits, we require a 70% minimum. And you will get credit or consideration if you at least do some community service to show that you have actually exposed yourselves to some appropriate aspect of healthcare. The other aspect that's important for our interested candidates is that they must also write the NBT test for health sciences. And we do have a biographical questionnaire that we also give them. And all our information is actually available on the web.
But on the general, the course is for 4 years.
It's 4 years,
right.
And it is an honors degree. They do some research because it's an evidence-based profession that we encourage.
And is honors compulsory to be completed to qualify?
At Wits, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Myezwa, for joining us. We do appreciate your time. We've been speaking to Dr. Hellen Myezwa on a career in physiotherapy. For more information, you can visit the Wits website, which is wits.ac.za.